100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. This is the infamous One Punch Man workout. This routine probably won't get you to look like One Punch Man, but it is a good starting point. The physique you can expect to get from this is more of a slim, athletic sort of build. Think of like an otter mode physique. That notwithstanding, there are actually a lot of problems with this workout, and I'm gonna fix them today.
First problem with the routine that I've noticed is that it doesn't specify intensity. Is this over the course of 10 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 12 hours? It doesn't specify. Doing 10 push-ups an hour for 10 hours to get up to 100 push-ups is a lot different than doing 100 push-ups over the course of like maybe 10-15 minutes. The intensity in the latter is much higher, and that ought to be acknowledged if you're going to follow this program. Now, of course, if you're a beginner, you'll probably see results regardless of the intensity, but over time, it's going to be important to maximize your intensity to maximize your results. There's a reason the fitness industry has settled on the sets and reps model. It's because it really focuses and solidifies the intensity you need to maximize muscle gain. Another major problem with the workout is that there are no posterior exercises. There are only anterior exercises, which is basically just a fancy way of saying there are only push exercises and there are no pulling exercises. If done enough, this can actually hurt your posture and cause muscle imbalances. So I think that is one among two other major things that needs to be changed with this workout when I propose a new sort of workout to do. The third and last problem I can think of is that there is no variation for advanced people. There's no progressive overload, so to speak. You settle down on 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, but what if you want to do a plank one day? What if you want to do archer push-ups, or a different ab exercise, or a different leg exercise? But for some reason, the routine is the same thing every single time. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. So let's fix it. The first problem we're going to address is the progressive overload factor. For this, you can do push-ups. I would say after some time, do 200 push-ups a day instead of 100. Or if you prefer, you can do harder variations of push-ups like the weighted push-up, archer push-up, and one-arm push-up. You can also focus on different muscle groups like the fingertip push-ups and fist push-ups, which will work on your wrists and forearm strength. You can also focus on your explosiveness instead of your strength with the clap push-up. Push-ups might also be too hard for you, in which case you can do them on your knees. Sit-ups are fairly useless once you get pretty advanced. They work a very specific region in your core and nothing else really. My recommendation is to change them to either hanging leg raises, the plank, or L-sits. Of course, if you can do L-sits. And for the plank and L-sit, since you can't really do reps of those, try and hold them for cumulatively like a minute and a half or 2 minutes. L-sit will be pretty hard to do that for a minute and a half actually. Try and do it for like 30 seconds for L-sit. And then for the plank, try and get like 2-3 minutes. And to progressively overload them, if you are a freak, then you can do the L-sit higher, in which case it would be called a V-sit. And this also works on your hamstring flexibility. And for the plank, you can stretch your arms out further. As I mentioned, posterior work is absolutely necessary. And for this, you should be doing either pull-ups or rows. Those are the simplest ones you can do that are also very effective. You can overload these by, of course, just doing more weight with the rows, and you can even do like one-arm rows if you really want to focus on one specific arm. And for pull-ups, you can do archer pull-ups, and you can do weighted pull-ups. For squats, you can progressively overload them by doing jump squats, so like, just squatting and jumping, pistol squats, archer squats, and of course, again, more squats. For running, I think the 10-kilometer run is actually like the wrong premise. I think that it is essential that you actually do cardio and sprints. Don't just do 10 kilometers of running. In fact, actually 10 kilometers might actually be too much, especially if you're a beginner. Bringing that down to like 1 or 2 kilometers if you're a beginner is actually plenty. And then what I would do is that I would do explosive sprints either before or after that, whichever one you want to prioritize more. That will also work on your leg strength and explosiveness. You can also do stuff like broad jumps, which work on your explosiveness.
You should not be doing all these exercises on a single day. That's too much work for your body. But I guess if you want to do them every day, you can split them into an upper day and a lower day. Do all the upper body exercises on one day, and all the lower body exercises on the other day, and then just alternate between the two. Otherwise, if you want to do them all on the same day, then you can do them all on one day, and then take a rest the next day, all on the next day, rest, so you just alternate between exercising and resting.
You can also try and put this all in a sets and reps format. Maybe do 5 sets of 20 push-ups or 3 sets of 10 rows. or something like that. This will help you push yourself and control the intensity. The exercises don't have to equal exactly 100, by the way. I mean, if you're doing like archer pull-ups, maybe you don't need to do 100 archer pull-ups a day. That's pretty tiring. But since we're in the spirit of the One Punch Man workout, yeah, do 100 archer pull-ups. Or at least aim for 100, especially if you're advanced. I'm not going to program that in, but you should totally aim for it if you're trying to do the One Punch Man, if you're in the spirit of the One Punch Man workout. So yeah, here's my mock-up workout plan based off Saitama's, and you can adjust it to your level and change the exercises as you seem fit, if they're too hard or if they're too easy, or if you want to put more emphasis on other muscle groups. Here we have 5 sets of 20 push-ups, 3 sets of 10 pull-ups. For legs, Saitama actually has some pretty explosive legs considering he jumps from building to building all the time, so we're going to be doing 2 sets of broad jumps and 2 sets of max vertical jumps. After you finish those, you can do your current progression of plank for 1 minute, and then after that, you can do a 2-kilometer run.
And yeah, that's it. That's the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you consider buying my book, Muscular Christianity, A Case for Spiritual and Physical Fitness.
The book also has my authentic workout program, and a brief summary of my workout philosophy.
Link in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Peace.